I'm gonna go false.
I'm gonna say true.
Okay. If it is true, then I want to know why.
Why?
Ooh,
that would be the
good.
most epic mashup, I'm sure.
Hey everyone, welcome back. It's been a minute, but we're going to be reacting to a Would I Lie to You today.
And not just that, it's actually one we started a long time ago, and it's Bob Mortimer on Would I Lie to You. And we watched a few of them, but there's still so many more to see, and you guys all loved it, and we loved it, so we're finally getting back to watching more of them.
I know, because we cut it a little shorter because it's like an hour-long video.
Yeah.
So we wanted to break up like in 3 videos for us. Anyway, guys, before we get into the video, if you like this type of content, please like, share, and subscribe. Turn that notification bell on. We're just now getting back into the swing of things, and let's get right into it and check out more of Bob Mortimer.
And his fabulous tales.
This is the cushion that I used to carry my pet owl around on. I would have brought the owl, but he escaped last week.
Please, Gene, what do you think?
What kind of an owl was it?
Oh, yeah.
Tawny.
Yeah.
Tawny's perch on branches.
Yeah.
So how did you get it to perch on a big, flat, soft cushion?
Oh, Steve, it's so good to have you here.
How did I? Is there a problem here, Steve? Here are the talon marks. I have a rare breeds farm near me, and they had to get rid of a tawny owl that was injured. It couldn't use its wings, and I shouldn't use the words, it couldn't use its bottom. For doing what? For poo-pooing.
What did it use?
So, as a trustee of the organisation, because it's just down the road from me, in Warehorn, I agreed to have... I agreed that I would look after it. It actually had what you would call a colostomy bag. No, you would.
We call it...
Colostomy.
Yeah, colostomy bag, yeah.
Okay, it's just the accent.
Forgot how ridiculous sounding they are, but I think my feeling is it's true.
I feel like all the last ones are true, so this one has to be a lie.
I don't know.
And it has the verge of, like, maybe he got caught in the lie, but he has such a good way of turning it around. I mean, the pillow does look like it has scratch marks, but that could have easily been done by a cat. But those are pretty deep claws, so it could have been an owl.
All the details of him being on this board and, like, the colostomy bag and everything, I think it's true.
It's so ridiculous to add that extra story in, but maybe that's to throw them off.
We call a colostomy bag.
No,
you would.
We call it a colostomy bag.
Okay.
Yeah, we wouldn't have picked it up, but you did specifically say that's what we would have called it. I thought I'd better address this because we really wouldn't.
Steve, is an owl's colostomy bag called a colostomy bag?
Well, yes, it is.
You wouldn't really need it because the majority of kind of solid fecal matter with an owl comes out of its mouth.
Yeah. No, we're dealing with a very sick owl. I'm sorry, I sound aggressive there, but I can see... No, he's escaped now, and I can see his little face. We were given a pipette with what was owl nourishment.
So you had to feed it
with a
pipette?
Yes.
And how did it stand on the cushion if, as Steve says, it needs a perch? It was fine, just so...
I've clearly not made it clear. This is an incredibly sick bird. You can't judge it by the normal tone. This is just a lump of meat and feathers. There's just hanging on in there.
But the thing still escapes.
Yes, actually, I suspect it was killed by my cats.
Why did this owl sanctuary, when it has a sick owl, why didn't it look after the owl itself rather than give it to a local celebrity?
Because I have the cushion and cats. I'm very closely associated with it.
Sorry, my client would like a minute.
They do so well together. Just Lee Mack and Bob Mortimer, they just can bounce off to each other. I'd love to see them do more stuff like just one-on-one together.
I feel like there probably is a lot out there.
Oh my gosh, what if they did a Carrot in the Box together?
Ooh,
that would be the most epic mashup, I'm sure.
I am kind of starting to believe that it's not true. But I don't know with this. That's what's so great about this.
I'm kind of leaning toward not true as well.
Clearly said that you were going to nurse it back to health.
No, that was never going to happen.
It's palliative care.
It's palliative care.
It was palliative care for the owl.
A hospice for the owl.
For the owl.
And we had some decent times.
Did he have a name, this owl?
We called it.
You called it.
It's all right, you're upset, Bob, I can tell. If you need a minute, it's okay. But what did you call it?
Sorry?
What did you call it?
What did we call the owl?
Yeah.
Well, we called him Mavis.
Bob, what did you feed it with the
It was described to me as owl, as owl nourishment. Everything.
You just take bowls and put them in a liquidizer.
Steve, I can't impress on you. The most you got out of it. It's just the lift and lid.
It wasn't perched, and it was reclined on the cushion. That was its. That was its death.
We'd have like a broomstick or something and just hold it.
And what have you told the owl sanctuary? What have you told them? Because they must have been upset.
No, I've told them he's passed away, yeah.
And they said, well, that's fine. We knew Mavis was going to die soon. That's why we gave him or her to you, a comedian who lives locally, to keep on a cushion in the same room as some cats.
So my client would like to change his plea.
This isn't sounding...
You're a trustee, did you say, of this charity?
Yes, it's a rare breeds farm in Warehorn. Does family days. Sadly, I haven't got an owl at the moment. But...
So, David, what are you thinking? Is this true?
No, this isn't true.
I think you made all that up.
I just don't believe they would let him bring a dying tawny owl home.
No, I don't think so. I think we're saying it's a lie.
I think it's plausible.
No, I don't think
But
so.
the craziest his life is, I would not put it out of the question, but I do think it is.
They do have a good point,
lie.
though. It's like, if this is like a dying owl, they'd probably keep it in the sanctuary to be supervised 24/7 stuff. If it is true, then I want to know why. If this is a lie, though, it's amazing how straight of a face he can keep for the most part.
Yeah.
I think we're saying it's a lie.
I think you are.
But
yeah.
I think that's the Rare Breed Centre probably needs to look at its working practices if it happens to be true. But
OK, Bob, truth or lie?
I was telling a lie.
So that's what. Okay, I think that's the first time we've seen one when he lied. So
Yeah.
that's what it looks like when he lies.
Okay.
Hilarious.
A little bit more far-fetched, but not by much.
For 5 days, I pushed my cat around in a pram because it had sprained 3 of its ankles.
David's team.
OK, the two key questions here. How did it sprain 3 of its ankles, and why was it necessary for it to be so mobile during its recovery period?
OK, I'll address those. One of my children, my eldest boy, didn't throw a tyre at it, but threw a car tyre, and it hit the cat.
He threw the tyre recreationally, and the cat got in the way. How did one ankle survive?
Okay, for record, when I was a little kid, I would roll a tire down a hill.
It's just what
just
kids
for fun.
do.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just me or not, but me and my brothers would do that.
Did you ever hit a cat?
No.
Okay.
But, yeah, I think a cat would probably jump out of the way. But anyway, I'm just saying, like, it's not totally far-fetched.
Right. So far.
And the cat got in the way.
I guess it depends on how old his son is, though.
Oh.
His son's like 30 years old. He doesn't look that old.
How did one ankle survive?
Luckily, he was scratching his head at the time.
OK, so the tyre hits the cat.
Yes.
75% of the cat's ankles are, did you say sprained?
Well, they were bruised, and we were told that he mustn't walk.
So you told he mustn't walk, but he needed still to travel.
Of course he did, yes. It was my younger boy's buggy we put him in.
Right.
Because you could strap him in.
You can strap the cat into the buggy. How did you strap the cat into the buggy?
Using the straps, and the only journey he had to make was to the litter tray. So we just used to take him from the front room round to the litter tray.
Strap him in. Strap him in.
Tip him in.
Why didn't you just carry him?
No, because he had these bandages round his legs, but he would insist on trying to walk, which we knew would make his ankles worse.
You couldn't stop him walking, but he would consent to be strapped into a buggy.
It's not really. It's not when it.
So I'm kind of thinking there is a loophole here that he might be lying with this one as well.
Well, yeah, as soon as the guy said, like, why don't you just carry him, he's kind of like,
Yeah, that was like kind of a telltale, unless he's just really that good about throwing them off, because That really doesn't make sense if it was just inside the house.
Yeah, especially why is the cat having to travel? That's like
Yeah.
the best part is just like it stays inside. You leave it next.
Now, if it was a really heavy fat cat, maybe.
I think I'm lying.
I'm thinking so too.
But he would consent to be strapped into a buggy.
It's not really. It's not when it comes to pets. It's not really a matter of consent, David.
Never use the phrase when it comes to pets. It's not a matter of consent. You can get into all sorts of problems with that.
Tell us more about this cat. What was its name?
Its name was Goodmonson. It was a
What?
Never ask Bob the name of anything in the story. We got nothing.
His name's Goodmonson.
Good
No,
Monson.
that sounds like a real name.
Monson as in the word monsoon with an O missing.
Yes. Goodmonson. His name's Goodmonson. He's a tabby Oriental.
Why Goodmonson? Why?
My youngest son named him Goodmonson.
All right, David, what are you thinking?
What do you think?
Oh, he's lying.
You think he's lying?
Yep, lying.
You think he's a... Well, this is a superb moment. I have unanimity from the team, so let's say...
Saying it's a lie.
We'll say it's a lie.
Bob Goodmonson, truth or lie?
I am telling a lie.
It was kind of like, yeah, as soon as I got asked, I'm like, why didn't you carry it? Just, I mean, not that I'm a detective or whatever, I'm not pretending that, but it just seemed like he was just like, oh, yeah, why didn't we do that?
As a teenager, I used to terrorise my neighbourhood with a game I invented called Theft and Shrubbery.
What were the rules of theft and shrubbery?
Yeah, I was going to say, already true.
Can I first of all say my memories of this are a bit sketchy?
Always handy for this game.
Well, I'm an older gentleman. They're more like just fingerprints on an abandoned handrail. Just very distant.
Even while you poetically describe the aging process, another part of your brain is inventing the rules of a fiction.
It's Theft and Shrubbery.
Yeah.
It's a game that I played in my youth, in my teens, on the Lakes estate in Middlesbrough. I would probably be 14 or 15. I hope that's all the information you need.
As to what this game involved.
Yes, of course.
Of course. In which case, I'm satisfied and there's no need to tell me. What were the rules?
There would have to be a gang of you. I would usually be with Staver and Bagger.
Well, I didn't realise you knew hobbits.
Neil Overall, Jerry Dungaree's son. Of course.
The reason why I said truth is because as soon as he said like, I was like, childhood, it's probably crazy, so that's probably true, but I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I think the guy's right. I think he's just going on to kind of like be spinning
Yeah.
his head.
And Gary Cheeseman would be there. The reason he was called Cheesy is because his mum used to give him a cheese, do you know the cheese slice?
Yeah.
To take out with him when we were hanging around the shops and that, because she thought it was good for his spots. She wanted him to put some slice.
Surely it's because of his surname Cheeseman.
No.
Surely that was part of it.
Do you know, Gary Cheeseman was a big lad, yeah? A very big head. A sniper's dream, they used to call him. He's such a nice... The thing is, he's such a nice lad. And he was a...
I love these points in the show where we say, Bob, let's all gather round the fireside. You can tell us tales of your youth.
So the rules of the game. Of course you will know.
Theft
The
and
rules of
shrubbery.
the game. Theft and...
Shrubbery.
Shrubbery. Were relatively simple. You had to creep into the back of someone's house and observe the family watching the telly or whatever they're doing, yeah?
It's getting a bit sinister now, Bob.
Yeah, I know.
Is this at night?
This is on the evening time, yeah.
So the family, as it were, backlit by the domestic lighting.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then you'd find one where the curtains were open, yeah? Go to the rear of the garden and then you'd slowly walk towards the window, right? Try not to disturb them, and you'd chant, increasing the volume as you went. We do beg your pardon. But we
I do beg your pardon.
Why?
So you're not rude.
I
are
can't.
in your garden. But we are in your garden. And then you gradually get closer and closer to the window, and as soon as you were seen, that's when shrubbery comes in.
Which was what?
You were not allowed to escape via the front of the property. You had to go across all the fences. Because you're teenage, what you're really waiting for is someone to make a noise or give yourself away, so that you all have to go run through all the gardens.
That's the shrubbery part.
That's the shrubbery
What's
part.
the theft part?
The theft is we just always felt that we were stealing something from them. I don't know.
privacy.
Their privacy, their dignity.
So you're going up the garden saying louder and louder, we do beg your pardon, we are in your guts. We do beg your pardon, we are in your guts. You're shouting.
How loud?
Okay, so I hope this is true, but I'm kind of thinking it's a lie.
It actually sounds like something teenagers would do, though.
It does, but I don't think it is.
We do beg your pardon, we are in your guts. You're shouting.
How loud would you
Elderly
get?
people who are hard of hearing, you could be going, we do beg your pardon, we are in your guts, before they notice it.
Yeah.
This game can't have lasted, I'm imagining, very long before people kind of rumbled you and...
No, it was just one of the games, that we did. It could be theft and shrubbery night. There was another night where we used to take fruit from a fruit vendor's wagon and throw that up in the air and just let it drop on our heads.
Now that's something I see you
You
do.
played that quite a lot, Bob. Next time, don't use melons.
Cheeseman was very good at it.
So what do you think, David?
Steve, what do you
My
think?
concern is that the details are so utterly believable and sound like they're real that if it wasn't actually a game, he spent an awful lot of time looking through people's windows.
coming down on the side of truth.
Yeah, I know it sounds odd, but I just believe it.
Yes, Bob. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I
Your
think
final say?
I'm gonna go false.
I'm gonna say true.
Okay, you're probably right. You always are.
I know it sounds odd, but I just believe it.
You're going to say true?
Yeah.
OK, so, theft and shrubbery. Bob, truth or lie?
I was telling the truth.
Okay. Wow.
Wow.
I wonder if he's allowed to lie about certain aspects.
That
of it.
is crazy. I know people have said in the comments before, like, he had such an interesting childhood. Like, I'm looking back, I'm thinking about mine, and it just seems so boring.
And you had a much more
Like-
interesting childhood than I did.
Like, I did a lot with my brothers.
Yeah.
Like, we'd, like, shoot at each other, and, like, we did, I don't
With
know,
real guns?
BB guns.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we did some stupid stuff, but at the same time, it's like, it was nowhere near this. Like I said in previous, like, we did, like, the whole, like, knock and you run away. Mm-hmm. Or I've done that before.
I think it needed a better
name.
name. I think that's what maybe threw you off because it made it.
I don't care either way.
Lie.
I mean, good for him. I've had such an amazing childhood, I guess. I mean, he obviously is a very interesting man because of it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that he could just. It wouldn't matter if it's true or not. You just want to listen to him.
That's true.
Like, the story's so interesting. He draws you, and it doesn't matter if it's really at the end true or false.
No, it's still
You
entertaining.
just want to know where he's going to take the story. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. That was really good. I'm glad you actually thought. Actually glad that you remembered that we still had more to do with this.
Yes.
If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like on it. Comment down below new reactions that we should be doing. And we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.